Hi, this is Shiva from Teach Me Computer, and today I'll show you how to manage Server 2016 core machine. First thing, we need to join our server core to a domain controller. Let's check. I'm using sconfig command. And you can see here domain workgroup is still workgroup, so this core machine is not connected to any domain controller. So we have one DC that's called teachme.local, and the name of the DC is teachme-dc01. So let's connect this core machine to a domain controller. To do that, press 1, and you can see you can type D to join a domain or W for workgroup. So we want to connect it to a domain, so just type D, then enter the name of the domain, teachme.local, and if I enter this, it's asking me to verify the credential, and once we verify the credential, it will connect to the domain. But I don't want to do this through sconfig. I want to do it from PowerShell. So we will try with the PowerShell. I will exit from here. Yes. Go to type start PowerShell to go to PowerShell, and from here we will join a domain. The command we'll use to join a domain is add computer, then you specify a domain name. Domain name is teachme.local. Enter. It'll ask you to enter the credential. So enter your admin credential of domain. In order to complete this task, you need to restart your core machine. To restart, we can use a native command, shutdown r/t 5 seconds. You can specify a comment as well. So join domain. We're about to sign out. The server core machine is restarted. Once it restarts, you can see it will be connected to your domain controller. So here a core machine is restarted, and it is already joined to a domain as well. You will see that. You can type sconfig again. Now you can see here domain teachme.local, and the name of the computer is server-core. So we can manage server code from your graphical DC as well. From the server manager, open the server manager. This is DC domain controller, and here you'll see all the rows this domain controller has. Like it, you can see all server, and here you'll see only one server. So what we will do, in order to manage your server code, we will add that machine over here, and from here we will manage the server code. To do that, you need to click on manage. Add servers. Click on find now. Okay, here you can see the list of the server and client which is connected to domain controller. So we have added server code to a domain controller, and we need to add that. Click on this. It will show here, and click OK. So now here you can see your server code as well as your domain controller. It will show the role, how many servers. So for example, file server is by default on all the servers, so it's showing both the server here. So we will go to all server, right click on this server core, and Windows PowerShell. This PowerShell is connected to server core, means it's a session which is on the server code. So whatever command you will type, it will be executed on the server code. Like I can tell you hostname. See, it says server code. So from here you can manage your server code. You can install roles, and you can do many things. If you want to do it from graphical, you can do it from here as well. Go to manage, add a role and features. If you want to add any services, like say IaaS service or a DSCP or something, role based feature installation. Here you can select a server, which server you want to install. Click on next, and you can select which role you want to add and feature, and you can do all this thing by clicking next and install. This will be installed on the server core and not on the DC. We will not do it from the graphic. I want to do it through a PowerShell. So I'll close this, and I'll open PowerShell ISE. From here, if you have a script, you can open the script and run the script with the multiple command. It will be executed at one time. We will install the role from here. First, we'll have to initiate a session to PowerShell session to server core, and this is the nice thing what you'll see here. The moment you start typing the command, it will show you the suggestion. So we want to type enter ps session computer name, and name of the computer is server core. enter. So we are connected to the server core. You can see here it's first, before we install a role or a features in PowerShell, it is called Windows feature. The role, it doesn't differentiate the feature and role separate, it is all same. Get Windows feature by where object install eq equation is true. This will list all the features and roles which is installed on the server core. You can see we will install IIS on this server because IIS is not installed in this core machine. So in order to install IIS, we should know the name of the package for Windows features. Name web server. So we'll use a wildcard. This will display all the packages which is with the web server. So we want to install IIS. The name of the package is web-server, and this also requires a management service, web management service. This one, let's install that service. Get Windows feature. Sorry, it's not get. We already got the package name. We want to install it. So install Windows feature. Name of the package is web-server, comma web mgmt service. Collecting data. As you can see, the installation has been complete. So the role is already added. So this is not done yet. The role is installed, but if you want this role to manage from different server, from the DC for example, then we need to enable remote management for this service and role. To do that, there is a command called set item property. Path. This will enable remote management in the registry. The registry path is hklm software / Microsoft / web management so enable remote management value space 1. Okay, so we have enabled the remote management for the server. Let's set the service to automatic. WMSVC startup type automatic. So we have successfully installed a web server and enable the remote management in the registry and set the services to start it automatically. Okay, if you want to rename the server for easy, so that it's easy for you to understand, okay, so let's check what is the name of the server. Is server code, so we will make it as teach me web. So to rename, command is rename computer, give a new name, w, new name, teach me web, give a domain credential, teach me administrator, force restart. Didn't type the restart. Restart. Okay, password, enter the password. This will install. So restart the server core. Let's check. We will ping teach me web. So we are getting a ping. See the IPv6 address. That's fine. So it should be up and running. Let's check. Yeah, here you can see. Let's okay, since we have added the IIS, we can see here the IIS, but the IIS is installed only for server core. Okay, this will take time for it to change. Let's refresh. Okay, so shows now teach me web, which was a server core machine. Now we have converted into a web server. And if you go to tools, here we don't see IIS manager. If we want to manage this role, we will have to install IIS manager on our DC as well. To do that, we'll just start with the Powershell command. This is server core PowerShell. We just need a DC PowerShell. We can do it from here as well. Windows PowerShell, local PowerShell. So we will install Windows feature web mgmt console okay. So IIS management console is installed on the local DC as well. Now if you come to IIS, okay, so here do we have a notification, task detail. If you go to tools, that is for this. Now we can see Internet Information Service Manager. That we have installed the console. We have not installed the web server, so that's why we are not able to see the DC server in this list. So here you can see this is our DC, which okay, but we want to connect to IIS server of core, which was teach me web. Next we will give the admin credential. Okay. Ignore the certificate for now. Let's just connect. Okay, so we want name for the connection is teach me web only, and finish. So here we see now teach me web, the website, a default site. You can browse it. So here you can see we have successfully installed a web server on the core. If you want to upload a file, then you can UNC to a server core path / teach me web. I made a mistake in the spelling. So here is your teach me web. Go to crev $. Now you can go to init pub www.root, and this is your www.root folder where you can upload your site and host the website. So this is how you can manage your core web server from the server manager of your DC from graphical, and do other stuff like checking your hostname or installers role or services to the PowerShell by connecting to the session for your core server. So I'll conclude my video here. please subscribe to my channel and for my next video and update. Thank you.